Hey everyone, Paige Corbett here.
Angela Sherrill.
So we're going to go over today what it takes to be a first-time home buyer. Stick around. So, first-time home buyers, let's go over the 3 biggest myths that are out there for first-time home buyers.
Yep.
Okay, the big one that I think is a big misconception, 20% down to purchase on your home.
That's a lot.
So let's say you're looking at just a $100,000 home. That's saying they have to come to closing with $20,000. And that's even on a $100,000 home.
Yep.
So, I mean, just imagine if you could afford a bigger home, but what you would have to come to closing with. That is a myth.
That's right. That's
We're
a big
here
myth.
to debunk that because there are down payment assistance programs that Angela's going to go over here in just a minute that really allow you. You can even come. There's some programs for 0, some for 3.5, but
5%.
You don't have to have the 20%. So that's myth number 1. We just had to get that out of the way.
Yeah. What's
myth number 2. You have to have a credit score above 660.
Ooh.
And again, no. Angela has some awesome programs that we work. You know, we've been scouting some lenders, and you have someone closing around like 590, 580. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. You cannot purchase a home if you have had a bankruptcy before or you've been late on a payment.
Big myth. That's not true.
If you've had a bankruptcy, it depends on what time or the time frame. But if it's been, typically it's 24 months.
Mm-hmm.
If it's been at least 24 months since your bankruptcy was finalized, you can purchase a home.
Yeah. Now there's some levels into that, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah. So, you know, if it applies to you, let us know. We can go way into depth with that. But just know that's a myth. We can get you into a home and you can own it. So, credit can be overwhelming when you don't have someone help you navigate.
That's right.
Okay, so let's get real. Speaking about credit and speaking to a lender can be super stressful.
Yes.
Okay, so, but with the Own It Realty, every single member of our team is committed to make you feel like this can happen for you and make you feel empowered.
That's right.
Okay, that's just all we want. We just want to empower you.
That's right.
With that.
We have invested into your success to purchase a home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Angela's going to go over some of our programs.
Yeah. So let's talk about the people that have that 660 credit score or above. So if you have that 660, you kind of are in your own little world. You can do whatever you want. Basically.
All options are open for you.
That's right. So you might have a lender that wants you to get up to 660 so that you do qualify for all the
doors,
extras. Right? So it's a 3.5% down for sure. It's 0 down payment with some of the grant programs, depending on your income. When you get over that 660 mark, you're getting better interest rates. You are being able to kind of say, hey, I've done good here.
I've put in my work. Yeah. Now it gets to show.
That's right. So, and then when we get to the 640 credit score,
you're still in a good spot.
Yeah, you are. And one of the programs that we have for the 640 credit score is the USDA, which is a down payment assistance program.
I love that one.
Yeah. So your credit score at 640 is going to allow you to get Chenova fund. It's going to allow you to do the USDA. It's going to allow you that 3.5%.
What do you get with USDA and Chenova though?
That they both down payment, so 0 down.
0 down.
That's right. Mm-hmm. But that's only if you want on the USDA if you're ready to live out in the rural areas, which a lot of people are.
Yep, they're pushing out there.
Now let's go down to 620.
Okay.
620 is where the Chenova fund starts.
Okay.
So that's for down payment assistance, and it's actually all the native tribes have gotten together that have owned casinos and stuff like that, and so they wanted to have a fund, a grant, And so there's that grant money. That's what the Chenova Fund is all about.
Learning something new every day over here with Angela.
You qualify for that, and you get zero down, and it is a forgivable loan.
Boom.
So it does go as a second, but after you've been on there for 2 years, it's forgiven.
Awesome.
Then we go down to the 600. The 600, you can still 3.5% down. You're going to have to come with your own 3.5%.
Yep.
And some, if you want to go with a different interest rate, you can get a lower interest rate if you come with 5%.
Yep.
So these are all things that you're going to talk over with your lender, but we're going to talk with them and we'll be able to know which one of these programs you're in so that we're making sure that you're making the right choice on your house. Because we can go, no, you don't qualify for that with this particular home. Because if it's USDA, it's not going to be out there. So now let's go to 620.
Okay.
620 is where the Chenova Fund starts.
Okay.
So that's for down payment assistance. And it's actually all the native tribes have gotten together that have owned casinos and stuff like that. And so they wanted to have a fund, a grant. And so there's that grant money. That's what the Chenova Fund is all about.
Learning something new every day over here with Angela.
You qualify for that and you get 0 down. And it is a forgivable loan.
Boom.
So it does go as a second, but after you've been on there for 2 years, it's forgiven.
Awesome.
Then with the 580 credit score, with the 580 program, it is a down payment assistance program. You cannot have any lates in the last year. You have to be pretty much perfect, but you're just carrying a high debt load. Okay. Yes. So that's pushed your credit score down to that 580. You maybe have maxed out credit cards and stuff like that, but you've never been late on it. You are managing that perfectly at the status where you are, and then the lenders can go in and do it. So they give you 2% for down payment, and then you have to come in 1.5% of your own funds. So you get only 1.5% down with that program.
Boom.
Okay.
That's amazing.
But remember, you got to be good for a whole year.
You have to be on time.
Yeah. Then we drop down to the 550.
Yeah, and so this is kind of like an exclusive for us.
Yeah, so not very many of our realtor friends are doing this program, even though it's offered to everybody. Every realtor can do it. You do have to be certified to be able to offer the program. And so it's a lease with the option to purchase.
Yes. And so, I love this program.
Yeah, it really helps a lot of our clients out that aren't,
what if they weren't on time, payments,
or they were 600 and they're still not on time and they just are disqualified. So this 550 is going to allow them to go shop like they're buying their own home. It's going to put you in the neighborhoods that you want to be in.
Yes, the schools.
The schools is the biggest thing with that. So a true no score. You have no credit whatsoever. You are fresh.
Yeah, you're a little baby.
That's right. Lenders love you because you haven't made any mistakes yet.
Yes.
And they can go and they can tell you,
we
want you to go get this little $250 credit card. We want you to go get this. And then if you do what they tell you to do very precisely, then you will make a credit score and they can do something. And there is a true no score loan too. Yeah.
Let's talk about though, if you don't have that perfect credit yet, but you're like in the ballpark, you're still dreaming about getting into a home, and you just think, well, okay, they can't help me.
That's right.
False.
So anything below the 550 mark, we have joined with some credit restoration companies.
Yes.
And they are going to help you improve your scores.
Yes. Yep.
With some of the things that we've already talked about that the lenders can do. They can tell you things that you can do to increase your credit scores.
They'll look line by line at what's going on and give you suggestions.
That's right.
You can request.
Yeah, you can request.
We can get all into that with these programs.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff. But I think what we're really trying to tell you is whatever situation you're in, come to us, talk to us, let us know. Don't be afraid of your score. And people come to me and go, hey, this is like our third time with a different realtor and they haven't helped me. But that's not what we
built
do.
our whole business
Yes.
around guiding and empowering and educating. Yep. So, if you feel like you fit in any of those categories or you're close to it, let us know.
Yep.
Because we'll be able to match you up with the right
And
program.
remember that your lenders can run what we call a credit expert. Maybe not that's what they call it there, but they can put your information into their computer and run a synopsis over and over and over again to determine, like, if he paid down these credit cards, where would his score go? If they did this, what would happen? If they had more assets, right? What would that? If they added a co-borrower, take a co-borrower out that has the lesser score.
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah, so they can play around with that, and it may take them 30 minutes or something to work on your deal, but then they can come back with you and have a game plan.
Yes, and that's the biggest thing that goes along with us wanting to empower you is we hooked up with lenders who can fit these puzzle pieces together and get you into a home.
That's right.
Okay, everyone, thanks so much for sticking around. We love having you here. If you haven't yet, make sure you click subscribe.
That's right.
Hit the notifications bell. Like our Facebook page. Find us on Instagram.
And
we're everywhere.
YouTube.
So, yes. Yep. Make sure you come find us, like this video for us, and share it with someone else who you think might be looking to be a first-time home buyer.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thanks.